Hello everyone, welcome to part 4 of the Hexapod video series. This is my 18th of Hexapod robot. It is an open source project and you can find all the details on the Make Your Pet GitHub page. For an average person, building something like this may seem impossible, but through this video series, I will explain everything step by step so that even a beginner can build one successfully. In part 3, we learned how to calibrate the servo motors used in this project. Full details can be found in the robotics.com web post and all the required links are available in the description below. In today's video, we will assemble the 3D printed parts, calibrate servo motors and limit switches, and then install everything correctly onto the frame. This is a very important step in the build process. If a servo motor or 3D printed part is installed in the wrong location, the Hexapod may not function properly. To make the assembly easier, I have labeled the legs and servo motors as shown in the diagram. I also recommend updating your calibration note by writing the corresponding legs positions next to each servo motor number. For example, L11, L12 and L13 correspond to servo 1, servo 2 and servo 3. R11, R12 and R13 correspond to servo 4, servo 5 and servo 6. Continue labeling the remaining servos according to the diagram shown in the video. Let's begin by building the legs. As mentioned in the previous video, the left coxa, left femur and left tibia parts are used for the leg side legs. The right coxa, right femur and right tibia parts are used for the right side legs. First, separate all the parts accordingly. If you are unsure which parts belong to which side, refer the previous video or the web post. I organized the parts into 6 separate leg sets before starting the assembly. Building the first left leg, take the following parts: left coxa, left femur, left tibia. Servo 1, L11 will later be mounted directly to the frame, so it is not needed at this stage. For this legs assembly use servo 2, L12, servo 3, L13. Also prepare servo screws, rubber mounting pieces to idler past. Position the idler past on the wire side of the servo motor as shown in the video and secure them using super glue. I initially used a hot glue gun, but it was not strong enough. Later, I reinforced all the joints with super glue, which works much better. Next, take 2 of the 3D printed rings. Attach the coxa part to servo 2, L12 in the correct orientation shown in the video. Before installing the femur part, insert the rings into the idler assembly. Secure the femur using M2x8 screws. The femur section is designed with a 35 degrees angle. Because the servo horns were installed during calibration, the mounting holes should line up perfectly with the servo horn holes. This is exactly when I emphasized earlier that after calibration, you should not rotate the servo horns until the assembly process is complete. Proper alignment at this stage is essential. Next, connect the tibia parts to servo 3, L13 as shown in the video. Once it is positioned correctly, the servo horns holes will align perfectly. Secure the tibia to femur using M2/8 screws. At this stage, it is normal if the assembly leg can move fairly big because it is not yet attached to the frame. Building the first right leg R1. For the first right side leg use right coxa, right femur, right tibia and the following servos: Servo 5 R12, Servo 6 R13. Assemble these legs exactly the same way as the left side leg. Watch the video carefully for the correct orientation. Repeat the same procedure to build L2, L3, R2, R3. After completing this setup, you should have all 6 legs assembled. Installing the frame servo. Now let's move on the 6 servos that attach directly to the frame. Place the frame in front of you exactly as shown in the video. Select the correct servo according to the diagram. The frame servos are mounted for the underside of the frame with the servo horn facing forward as shown in the tutorial. After installing all 6 frame servos, it is time to attach the legs. Attaching the legs to the frame. Let's start with the L1 leg. Position the coxa section so that it is aligned straight with the frame. Mounted servo as shown in the video. Secure it using the screws. Because the servo horns were calibrated and installed correctly earlier, the screws holes should align perfectly. Repeat the same process for the remaining 5 legs. At this point, your complete Hexapod chassis should be assembled. If you have any question, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Next, we need to prepare the limit switch assemblies. You will need 6 3-pin limit switches wire if not already attached, 6 MS holders, 6 rods, 6 limiters, 6 tips. Assemble these parts exactly as shown in the video. Build all 6 assemblies in the same way. Once completed, install onto the legs as demonstrated in the tutorial. In today's video, we assembled all the major mechanical parts of the Hexapod robot. In the next video, we will cover copying the Hexapod program file to the controller, connecting the servo to the RP2040 18-channel servo controller via all the electronic components, complete the electrical setup. If you enjoyed this video and would like to follow the rest of the series, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next part.